Phenomenology is the study of appearances that instructs the more detailed understanding of the surroundings rather than early descriptive preconception through unconscious awareness as one experiences the life world all across. The subjective intentionality through which a particular event is being recognized depends upon the methodology of experiencing any particular object. The meanings encompassing the particular object to the observer have profound intentionally deep connection at a particular circumstance, which is being called as life world by Prof Husserl.This cognitive sensibilities through qualitative inquiry resonates with one's daily life experience. Prof Johann Heinrich Lambert, known for recognizing the terminology which being used by Prof Immanuel Kant, Prof Edward Relph, Prof David Ley and Prof Annie Buttimer, introduced the essence of phenomenology to social geography, declaring that knowledge is attained through that specific particular way out of which the surroundings being experienced and thus free from absolute objectivity of the world. Prof Schutz considered that already experienced surroundings have subjective approach, therefore observer manages a conscious, projected act. This could be understood as keeping retention and reproducing when required, which is called as map consulting. Without this, one is doomed for unconscious behavoir. Phenomenological geographic space notion developed through the workings of Prof Seaman, Prof Buttimer, Prof Relph and Prof Twan, who also accomplished the geography, phenomenology and study of human nature. Prof Martin Heidegger, believer of existential phenomenology, introduced Dasein, the non-dualistic living individual preoccupied in the surroundings, proposing that human consciousness bearing perceived events is reality having observable objects all across. Professor Heidegger's Being and Time analyzed his existential phenomenology by professing that a particular observer couldn't be separately maintain isolated view regarding anything conceived. Professor Husserl, through logical investigations, described realist phenomenology having target over mental act of considering actual and ideal object for intuitive structural interpretation. Further, in his synthesis, Ideas, introduced transcendental phenomenology that eliminate external objects relation through phenomenological reduction and thereby considering only general as well as perspective experiences essence. Noesis being consciousness act and nomata as directed phenomena. According to Professor John Pickles, the utmost consideration of phenomenology is to disclose the world as it shows itself before scientific inquiry, as that which is pre-given and pre-supported by the sciences. In conclusion, phenomenology provides a deeper understanding of our surroundings.